everyone, so today I'm doing a tutorial based off the Carnation Revolution, and the reason I'm doing it is because I was made in Portugal. I'm Portuguese, and the Carnation Revolution, it's a big deal in Portugal. It's actually just called the 25th of April. Everybody knows about it. And what happened was, in April 25th, 1974, part of the Portuguese government successfully overthrew the old fascist government that had been in practice since 1920s, and they successfully did it, obviously, and it was a non-violent revolution, and that's what the Carnations, that's when the Carnations come in play. The day prior, people were told to not come out on the street and protest, and, you know, people were scared. It was a fascist government. They had a dictator. There was censorship. I mean, it was crazy. And people actually came out on the street regardless, and there were tanks and everything, and they came with a red carnation, and it was symbolic, and it was a non-violent protest, non-violent revolution for the most part, and they successfully did it, and ever since then Portugal has been a democracy. So I wanted to do it just to celebrate my heritage, and it's a really big deal in Portugal, so I wanted to share it. So here's my carnation, and I know it's not all red, but if it was going to be all red, you wouldn't really know if it's a carnation, and I'm not really good at drawing carnations. They're kind of weird to draw. So anyways, I hope you enjoy my my tutorial, and that's Nelly Furtado playing in the background. She's singing Força, which actually means just, you know, it's actually a soccer song, but it's the same deal. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. Bye!
Alright, so the first thing you need to do is, of course, prime your eyes, and that's what I'm doing first. And then I'm taking NYX Jumbo pencil in white or milk, and I'm blending it out with a stiff eyeshadow brush. And just make sure you really blend this out and thin it out, because if you don't, it gets really, really thick and creases like crazy, regardless of your primer. So that's what I'm doing. And just, you can leave a little bit heavier of white right next to your lashes where your eyelashes meet, because it's going to be a white eyeliner regardless, so you could just leave that a little slightly thicker than the rest of your eyelid. And next we're taking a big eyeshadow brush, and we're taking red and just applying it right into the crease all the way in. And I was using Coastal Scents 88 palette. You can use whatever you want. It's the only red in there. It's not the orange you want. It's the only red. And now I'm taking a smaller brush and just really bringing that red right into the inner corner. And yes, I'm going right into the inner corner. It is red. And I'm just kind of going to blend that out. Just, you know, be careful, because what happens when you blend red on top of white is it turns into pink. So you're going to need a lot more red. But don't blend all the way down, because we're going to have a white eyeliner, so I want to leave that white, white obviously. So that's what I'm doing. And the small brush just gives me better control. And now I'm taking a smaller brush. That's by Posh. It's an eyeliner brush. I'm grabbing more of that milk, and I'm going over the white because some of it kind of faded out when I was blending, and I'm just creating this white eyeliner. And now I'm going to wing it out, and this is probably the hardest part of the look, is just matching your eyeliner. But girls, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be like a control freak. I tend to be kind of a control freak about eyeliner matching, but you know, we're not perfect. And what happens is, if you put the milk pigment on top of the red eyeshadows, it turns into pink. So you probably need to go over that a lot. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just spraying water on one of my face paints, and I use Snazaroo, I believe, a little brush, grabbing some of the white, because my white eyeliner turned into pink on the corner. So I'm just going over it. See, big difference right there. And I'm just going over that. That's totally optional. You don't need to use face paint. I just have some lying around. You can mix a mixing medium and a white eyeshadow, and you'll probably get the same kind of result. And right now I'm taking MAC's Vanilla pigment and applying it as a highlighter on my crease, or on my brow bone actually, and just kind of blending it into the red. And I'm taking some of that white face paint again, and now I'm going to start drawing the carnation. This is kind of the bud, the middle, and I don't even know if there's a technique for my carnation. I just kind of drew like pizza slices almost, and just kind of squiggly, like harsh lines on the edges, because carnations have like little like harsh lines on the edges. And yeah, I just basically made pizza slices and, you know, made it a whole pizza per se. You know, carnations are really hard to draw. At least for me. I'm not very talented at drawing flowers. I'm talented at drawing like little cute things like hearts and stars. But I tried. And the reason I did the white flower is because if I did it, or the white and red carnations, because the red carnation you really would not be able to see it, and I didn't want to draw it in black. I wanted to keep it kind of lively. And here's the red face paint, and now I'm just gonna spray it with water. That's water, guys. I just recycle my bottles, and I'm taking that little fine point brush, and I'm gonna take the red and I'm gonna apply it to the carnation. That's what I'm doing. You just want to make sure that you get the right consistency, because if it's too watery, it just runs all over the place. I like face paint, that's why I have leftover face paint. So you just want to go over that. And the problem with this particular brand of face painting is the white is really, it's a pain, because anything you do with white, it like turns that color white right away. Even if you layer, you know, it still will turn like pink or light blue depending on what the color, the base color is first. It's just a real pain. It's very like see-through, transparent. So there's no technique. I'm just kind of going in, filling in. You know, it kind of looks like an orange slice right now. And I kept the edges rough because carnations do that, and I still did that with the red. So that's what I'm doing. Next, what we'll be doing is I'll be grabbing more of the white. Well, before that, just make sure you let your face dry. If you're using face paint or anything, it really needs to dry. So now what I'm doing is I am grabbing the white, and this is really fast because, you know, I already wasted a lot of time just kind of showing the rest of you. You're just going in, drawing, you know, little squiggles back and forth, like little small triangles on the inner flower, and my brush just totally flipped. That's what that was. So you're just gonna do like circles with the little squiggly lines. So there you go, that's the flower. Sorry if it doesn't really look like the carnation, but I think it kind of does. And now I'm taking the green face paint and just drawing the leftover plant, the stem. And we're just about done. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is I definitely learned something, obviously, drawing a carnation. I've never really drew a carnation before. It was a fun little thing to do, and I'm applying Too Faced Lash Injection. Hope you guys enjoyed. There's my look. Ta-da!